Good morning, guys. It's Monday the 13th of May. I've just been triggered into first trade of the week. It is on the DAX. I'm in a long position after we've came down and tested into key support. So as always, I'll go over the analysis, I'll go over trade management, I'll try and talk you through anything that I'm doing, sort of the things that I'm looking at, the decisions that I'm making. I'll try and give you the reasons, and then we'll have a look at the result of the trade. So entry candle is, where are we? Right here. After this 9:25 a.m. So into the DAX today, we've collapsed basically from around about 7:55 in the morning all the way down. No pullback whatsoever. Very, very bearish. We've sold off 140 odd points. Now, although that is a very bearish movement, coming into today, I was looking at really the DAX and the FTSE, how they have both made such big bearish movements without much of a pullback, and we're starting to test into key support levels. So, although not necessarily an area for the market to reverse, it becomes a good sort of position, a good area to start watching for bounces, bullish bounces. So if we start to get good setups, potentially we'll see the bulls stepping in, anyone in short positions potentially taking profits, causing the market to jump a little bit higher. So market came down into the zone, we started to hold. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, lots of nice pins underneath holding at this level, and then we got this nice strong bullish candle at 9:25. Next thing I'm looking at is where really is the recent resistance to hold this down. So we've had a nice clean run the whole way down. Really, it's swing up here and this zone, which I've marked in as key also. So nice clean road for the potential bullish movement, which is really what I like to look for. As I always go over, I'm kind of looking for the clean road on the trade. It's something worth going over really, actually. What I see a lot of people doing, in fact I would say 80% of people who come to trading, is they focus all of their energy on how to find trades. Where all the energy goes. You know, what do I need to look for? What signal candles? What indicator is that you're using? What is your settings for that indicator? And then, you know, everything, market, time frame. How do I get into this trade? But then, as soon as they enter the trade, they don't have any idea what it is that they're going to do. They don't evaluate that far. They've got all the planning, they've got all the first step, but then after the first step, they don't know what to do. And then they wonder why, after a period of time, they're still losing. You know, oh, I'm picking the good trades, but I'm jumping out of some too early, I'm holding on to other ones too long, I'm suffering losses where I should be getting winners, I'm coming out of break even when I should be holding. And the reason is because the plan stops at the entry. You have to think through the entire trade. You'll notice when I come into these trades, I'm always talking to you guys about what I'm looking for. And it's pretty much always the same thing. You know, I'm looking for, unless the market starts to give me concrete evidence that something's going wrong, about 0.7 to 1 at a minimum for a profit target. That's my minimum, because I know through years and years of trading and through years and years of results that if I hit that 0.7 to 1, I will be profitable. Yeah, it's because I know how many losses I have. I know that if I continue to hit that profit target, it will keep me profitable. And then if I've got really high probability trades, I hold them for longer. I look to run them further, but really I'm looking for lots of analysis, lots of sort of really confident coming into those trades. Like, you know, I've got this, lots of confluences. It's lining up with what I was looking at early morning. It's set up perfectly for those ones. I'm like, okay, let's look for a potential profit run. For this one, yeah, if we start getting back up toward this zone up above, I'd be happy to lock in profits and call it a day. But we'll see how we get on. What I'll also do is, when the trade completes, I'll go on to the higher time frame as always, and we'll have a look at why I'm looking at this whole area for potential bounces. But that's really one of the things. If you are relatively new to trading, or if you're struggling with trading, it's one of the areas that I can almost guarantee that needs addressed, is trade management, what you're doing when you're in the trade. Not just identifying the trade, but then what happens after you click to enter into the trade. A lot of the time with trading, it's just kind of small changes you're looking to make, rather than sort of a lot of people, they'll do something like that. They'll just focus on the entries, and they'll have something that potentially can work, but because they're still losing, they'll then take everything they've got and they throw it away. And then you'll see them moving on to something else. They'll do the exact same thing. They'll learn it, they'll learn it, they'll learn it, they'll love it, they'll get confident, they'll start to think to themselves, oh, I'm going to be a trader here. Things will not work out properly, and they'll throw it away and they'll start again. Whereas instead, what you really should do is, first of all, make sure that it's not just small things that you're doing incorrectly. And the way you do that is you record your results. But not only record your results, make notes. Write to yourself. This trade I should have held for longer. The potential profit was this. This trade I should have got out earlier. And then you start to look for commonalities. And once you see your commonalities, you can start to build up. Okay, so this is what I need to do when I'm in trades. A, B, C. And then once you start adding that together, you've got your entry, and you've got what you're doing in a trade, and you've got when you're exiting a trade, and that's when you start to become consistently profitable. So for this one, I'm not really looking to do anything at present. I am looking for it to bounce a little bit higher, hopefully. We will see how we get on. Basically back up toward this zone up above. If I can get to 0.7 to 1 and higher, stop will be at break even, and then I will be looking to lock in profits. So what I will do, as always, I'll pause the video. If it starts to move one way or the other, I'll turn it back on, and we'll talk through exactly what we're looking at and what it is that I am doing. Okay, so I've just closed that trade out. Around about 515 to 520 pounds of profit. We got a nice strong bullish press higher on this 935 candle right into the last sort of 10 seconds. So as soon as it started rallying up, turned on the recording software and pretty much closed it out straight away. So lovely, simple trade. Key level of support, one of the main areas I'm watching. Nice setup, got a really clean run up to the area that I call the management point, and then two bullish candles, 10 minutes, and you're done, £500. That's why, first of all, I'm always patient with trading. Second, I'm always looking for something really, really clean, really, really obvious, something that I consider to be a high probability trade, because I'd rather just wait, get in, get my money more frequently, rather than sort of getting into lots of trades, having lots of wins, lots of losses, and having to sit in my computer all bloody day. That's not for me what trading is. And some people don't really understand that, because I always get asked, why don't you just keep trading? Why don't you just make more money, more money? The reason I trade is because it gives me freedom. Yeah. If it didn't give me the freedom, I most likely wouldn't trade, because there's a lot of other ways you can make money that are probably a lot less stressful. So it's 20 to 10 in the morning, finished for Monday morning, and that's the sort of Mondays that we love. Okay, so quickly we'll go on to daily time frame. Why are we looking at this area? You can actually see we've marked this in previously when we've been doing obviously a DAX live trade, because I don't delete these drawings. So previously we were looking for, if we break above this level, we get a pullback, we get continuation. We've made a huge move up, huge move back down. Once, twice, found a little bit of support. We're down here for a third time. This whole section, yeah. If the DAX is going to collapse, or not collapse, put in another strong bearish movement, it's going to need to fail here, isn't it? So if it's going to need to fail here, it means bulls will be watching, because it's a good buy area to continue on with this potential strong bullish movement. If it starts to fail here, then really the bears are in control until we're back down into at least 11,840, but likely if we start failing at these levels, there's going to be stops under here from people who bought, so you'll likely see another bearish movement down into these levels. So it's an important area on the DAX. It's an important area. It means buyers and sellers are going to be watching. We've dropped down into it. A very nice, clean setup. So really good trade. Okay, so that's everything for today, guys. As always, I hope that was helpful. Hope you're all having a fantastic trading week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.